Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Chrissy, and I'm here with a book haul. And it's been like how many weeks since I filmed because I usually pre-film and then I just post. So just talking to the camera right now again kind of feels like, oh, like how do you booktube? Anyway, so I'm back with the book haul. Literally right after I posted my last book haul, I found new books to buy, and yeah, and then I started collecting again, and here we are. I don't know how many books I have right now. All I know is that there are a lot, and some of it actually is from Manila because I went to Manila with my best friends and we just had a little weekend thing, and it was really nice. And I also learned how to practice self-control when it comes to buying books. So yeah. So I guess I'll just start with a borrowed book. So I borrowed this book from my best friend, Arthur C. Clarke's Childhood End. She really loves sci-fi, so she highly recommended this to me, and so I will be reading this maybe April, because I'm planning to read some men in April, because I kind of dedicated March to women because it's Women's Month. So I figured since I wasn't really proud of myself for February, I just made March Women's Month. Anyway, after that I found this lovely copy of The Jewish Husband by Leah Levy. I just like it because of the French flaps, really, and it's just so clean looking, so clean, so nice. So yeah. And then I found The Man Called Ove by Fredrik Backman in book sale. My book sale, actually I found the next 3 books in book sale on the same day, and I'm just like really amazed at my luck because I was with my best friend, and like I know how much he costs in a regular bookstore and even this big, so to find him in book sale was a real treat. And then I also found Zadie Smith's Autograph Man. So this is just about a guy who collects autographs. Sometimes he forges them. So I just found that really interesting. And then the last one is How to Be Both by Ali Smith. This was somewhat of a cover buy because I just really like the 60s vibe of this thing. Also, I really liked how the font is so large. Also with the Zadie Smith. So I really like that when when the fonts are very large. So the Ali Smith one was the shortlisted for the Man Booker. Of course, we have Zadie Smith, and then the Leah Levy was actually the winner of the Moravia Prize for Fiction in 2001. So I mean, it's a pretty good start. And then because Winna really loves this series, I have book 1. But so I needed book 2 and I found it, The Subtle Knife by Philip Pullman, and Susan Hill's The Bird of Night. I just kind of got it because it looked really short, so I figured if ever I wanted a quick read, I could just quickly read it. And then my 2 best friends, actually this is kind of late, last year they asked me, what do you want for your birthday that is specifically within the range of 420 pesos. So I was like, I want books, and I asked for The King of Atolia by Megan Whalen Turner and Conspiracy of Kings by Megan Whalen Turner. So the first one was a gift, the other one I paid for myself, and so now I have 4 books of the 5 in the series, so I'm really excited about that. And then this one, I just pretty much got it because it was a cover buy, and that is Glue by Irvine Welsh. I mostly got it, 1, because it's a cover buy. Second of all, I'm not really interested in the story. I was thinking like I could probably resell it because it's still very good. Look at that, spine isn't even cracked, and everything is pretty new looking. So other than like the slight tanning on top, I think I can resell this for a pretty good price. So yeah, I'm like trying to become a professional reseller. What? Yeah. I also got Akata Witch by Nnedi Okorafor. I remember seeing this in National Bookstore, and then I was like really hyped for it because I was pretty sure no one was gonna get it. And then so I just kind of left it there. And then when I was finally gonna get it, I'm like, where'd it go? And then they're like, it's sold. I'm like, no. So, I was able to find it in another branch about a month later. So I just knew that I couldn't let it wait because somebody else was gonna get it. So I just quickly snatched it up. And then, oh, this is also another borrowed one. This is from my book BFF, Ramos. It's A History of the Philippines from Indios Bravos to Filipinos by Luis H. Francia. I like this because it's in English and because it really starts off from before we were colonized. Because there was a tourist I met who bought A History of the Philippines when he came here, and he was like, the version he bought started when the Spanish arrived, not before that. Like, as if it's almost as if we didn't exist before the Spanish. So that kind of like ticked me off a little bit because I'm like, no, we we had a culture, a people before we were colonized. So this takes place before that, because I remember browsing through this in the bookstore and seeing how it started, and I really liked it. But then by the time I had enough money to buy it, all the copies were sold. So this is actually Ramos's copy, so I'm just borrowing it from him. And then up next, I actually got it in those little free library type deals where you leave a book, get a book. So I was like browsing through the little Bahay Kubo, or like little bamboo house in the mall that has all of these little old books in the shelves. And then I found Ayn Rand's The Fountainhead for free. So I was like, yes, I'm taking this. So I got it, and I really like it because it's already broken and it's so old, so I kind of feel like I can just kind of do anything I want to it. That's the thing about some books. Sometimes I want them brand new and mine, while other times I just feel like some books were just made to be like manhandled and loved that way. So yeah, but there are some people, of course, who don't like cracking the spines and stuff. But hey, some books I do that, some books I don't. So it depends really on how I feel about the book. And this next one is from Book Sale. Still has the packaging, so I'm gonna open that. What did I don't remember this. Oh yeah. Okay. The Once and Future King by T.H. White. This was actually really nice, and I like how it's red on the pages. I've seen the newer one in the bookstore, but then I knew I'd find this in the used bookstore anyway, so I figured I'd just bide my time, and so I found one in a really nice old edition. So, and then I'm gonna just keep going with the Book Sale ones. And alright, so this one is from the other, this is actually from a sale, but from National Bookstore, and I got it really cheap, like 50 pesos, and 150 pesos. From this used to be more expensive, but it's so beat up that fair. I mean, yeah, it's Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels' The Communist Manifesto. So yeah, might as well. So I'm trying to read a little bit more philosophy, sort of, because I remember reading Sophie's World, but man, that took me 3 years to read. I had to take a 2-year break. Why did I get this? Oh, okay. I got a magazine of new writing. It's called Granta. I think the theme is the group, and at the back it has the list of authors, and they have essays in here about how they feel about being part of a group or considered to be with a group or while they're in a group, and there are photos and things. So I just find that really interesting. I don't know why I keep picking these up. I think it's just because I like the idea of having something to read that's just a short story or just something quick to read, or having like cute, or having cool vintage photos. I don't know, I just really like these types of things to read. And then I found Edith Piaf, My Life, Piaf's own story, a very short, I believe this is an autobiography actually. So yeah, book sale, man, book sale. And then from Aklatan online, I got Lewis Carroll's The Adventures of Alice in Wonderland. I wanted to read, one of my sort of silent, now non-silent goals is to read Alice in Wonderland this year. So I'm really excited to get to this. And then I'll just finish with my Manila haul as my last one. But recently, this is why I needed to film this already, because if I don't film this, I'm gonna have to keep buying books. I was with my best friend Cara, and we were in book sale. Again, as if I go anywhere else. And on the same day, I was able to find The Edible Woman by Margaret Atwood. And like I was like crouching, and then I was like shifting through the books, because sometimes if the shelves are messy, I end up fixing them. And then like Shaza from Hooked on Books said, if you were to actually organize the shelves, sometimes you'll find pretty interesting authors. So as I was organizing, I found in this beautiful Penguin English Library edition H.G. Wells' A War of the Worlds, and it's still really new looking. Look at that. I mean, sure, slight tanning, but it's practically perfect. So yeah, well, I mean, there's a little bend here at the top of the cover, but I mean, that's hardly noticeable. It's beautiful. And last but not least is my Manila haul. I'm actually really proud of myself for practicing self-control and for just really making, what I did was I made a list of the books that I wanted. I knew I wasn't gonna get everything, but I knew that I should stick to the list. And so first off, I got Mary Shelley's Matilda. I read Frankenstein, but I didn't know she had another one. So when I found this, I think last year in January with my cousin, I really wanted it, but I didn't get it. But I've been regretting that decision, so when I found Matilda again, I got it. And then what I really wanted to read was Edgar Allan Poe's The Fall of the House of Usher. So I was debating, there were so many different editions of Edgar Allan Poe, and some of them had more of his writing, some of them had less, but what I really wanted was just this particular story. And it came with a telltale heart and the cask of Amontillado, and that's from the Penguin Classics little one. Also, I think it's really cute, so I can't wait to read this maybe in April. And then finally, I found The Lost Plot by Genevieve Cogman. This is book 4 in her Invisible Library series, and like there's just one little thing about this is the fact that it does not match the other 3 books. Not really. The font here is bigger, the border is brighter. It matches kinda, but not really. So I'm just a little bit like, why? But I'm just glad I found it anyway. This was like the only copy there, so I'm really just gonna dive into this as soon as I can. And last but not least, this is the book I've been wanting since I saw the edition on Tumblr, and I was like, it's so beautiful. And like, quite frankly, this is mostly a cover buy. I'm not entirely sure what it's about, but I just know I've been wanting it for a long time. And that is The Master and Margarita by Mikhail Bulgakov. I actually have another edition in my room, but this is the one I have been wanting, and this is also the edition I heard that has the sort of the best translation, because I'm pretty sure the other editions have different translations, kind of. Not entirely sure, but like if I'm wrong, correct me. So yeah, this French flaps, yes, so cute. So yeah, that's it. These are all the books I got from February to March. What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for sticking around. It's so great to see you guys again. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!